So, ladies and gentlemen, we have an update to the situation at Kouchibouguac about the Jackie Vautour, what they call the second demolition or the second damage to the ancestral properties. According to CBC, the site has been demolished, and we're going to go over some of the details that are provided by Alexander Silverman, who's been covering the story for quite some time. Now, the site demo is the latest chapter in a decades-long dispute with Jackie Vautour and family over the expropriation of land in the Kouchibouguac area to make the Kouchibouguac National Park. Now, Jackie, who died in 2021, was being supported by his ancestors, his wife, not his ancestors, but his descendants, including his wife as well, at the site. Now, at the park, few signs remain Wednesday, April 12th, of the expropriated property Jackie Vautour's family have been trying to hang on to for decades. Parks Canada removed the existing home, 2 wrecked vehicles, a teepee, and several wooden sheds during an operation that took most of Tuesday. The access points to the land was destroyed by creating ditches and are now blocked with concrete barriers. Jackie Vautour's son, Edmo Vautour, was among a crowd of more than 25 people on Wednesday, surveying what had become of the land. Not much left of the property. He said the move by Parks Canada took him by surprise. It's hard to realize it's like a bad dream, he said. I can't believe the mess. The removal marks the latest chapter in a decades-long dispute over a 175-acre piece of land around 90 kilometers north of Moncton. Now, Jackie Vautour, who died in 2021, fought against the expropriation of land for families living in the areas, which occurred some 50 years ago. The process was part of the creation of what many call an illegal national park called Kouchibouguac. On Tuesday, RCP and Parks Canada officials closed Route 117 North, about 8 kilometers away from Vautour's camp. Now, the idea is considered illegal because the proper process of ancestral claim were not done, because most of the people on the land were not Aboriginal descent, but were Acadian Metis, a combination of Acadian Francophones and Aboriginal peoples. Majority did not have status. Now, at the time, and even in 2023, very little recognition is given in New Brunswick to ancestral Acadian Métis, which I am, and many people in North Shore are, in like Jacket River, Dalhousie, Lorne, Gravel Hill area, portions of Restigouche West, and of course the BNPP region. Now, according to CBC, as the operation to remove the Vautour's belongings was underway, about 35 family members and supporters gathered at the road blockade. After the road reopened, some 25 members of the family made their way to the contested property to survey the scene. According to CBC, there was little left to see, with pieces of metal and wood scattered on parts of the ground. Near a tree, flowers marked the spot where the family says the ashes of Jackie Vautour and one of his sons were buried. Now, Kent North MLA Green Kevin Arsenault was on the scene and said he was disappointed with the decision, saying it's really the lack of sensitivity and no communication. I know it's been an ongoing issue for many years, but he thought that, again, continued dialogue would solve the situation. Now, Parks Canada said in published reports Tuesday and in a statement, it packed up the belongings of the Vautour family and removed them to end the illegal occupation of the park. It said in the statement it tried to work with Jackie's widow Yvonne for them to move them to a desired location outside the park, but the offer was refused. Now, there's an allegation that there was an 87 agreement between New Brunswick, according to Parks Canada, and Jackie, saying he would leave the land in exchange for 110 acres outside Kouchibouguac and $228,000. It says that he accepted the money and land, signed the agreement, but refused to leave. Of course, according to Edmo Vautour, which he said for many years, it disputes that his father made an agreement with Parks Canada. Now, Jackie Vautour continued to live on the property until his death, and his son, Joseph John Vautour Jr., was living there until Tuesday morning. Edmo said his family would continue to fight for the land and is not backing down. Several family members gathered near the former site of the home and started a small campfire in in recognition of the incident. They were approached by police at the location during the day, but the discussions were peaceful, according to the CBC report. Now, according to the representative, Edmo, we're going to put teepees and tents, and we're going to continue. We ain't going to stop because they did that. Now, as it stands right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to update as much as we can. Please recognize the Acadian rights of the Acadian Métis, and please seek out peaceful recognition and celebration of our rights. Thanks for listening. Bye.